What is up, everyone, and welcome to today's reaction video. And today's reaction is the very special monthly request of my incredible Patreon follower, Helen. Helen, thank you so much, as always, for your continued support here on YouTube and over on Patreon. Thank you for being a supporter for as long as you have been. Helen is one of my OGest of the OG supporters, and she has been such an incredible support to me and such an incredible human being within the community. So Helen, thank you so very much for that. And thank you for this month's request, because it has been a hot minute since I got to get some Halocene on the channel. I think Addie is ridiculously talented. The whole group are so insanely talented, and I'm really excited for this one because apparently the original of this song, Bite My Tongue, is a Halocene original. But this version that we're checking out today is a reimagined cinematic version. So from my understanding, the original was done in collaboration or with Holding Absence. I don't think I know them. I don't think I've heard them, but that's who the original was with. This one is just Addie and Brad, but apparently it's kind of a more cinematic reimagined version, which is really cool. A lot of groups kind of did the whole reimagined thing a while back, and I love every one of them I've heard, because hearing these songs in the stripped down kind of darker, more emotional way is just really cool. So I'm curious to get into this and see what it's all about. As always, check out the original video linked in the description below. Give the original a like and a comment, and subscribe to Halocene if you haven't already. Watch the original without all my rambling and interruptions and pauses, because there's gonna be a few of them. I'm a reactor. I like to pause and I like to talk, and I am in no way a replacement or a substitution for the original video. If you want to hear the song uninterrupted, if you want to watch Halocene's incredible video they've put together, go and watch it at the original source. Support them, give them all the love. If you want to hear what my comments are and check out what I have to say about it, you are in the right place. So we are going to get into this. This is Halocene's Bite My Tongue. Let's go.
I'll bite my tongue till it bleeds.
I love the kind of distorted, bassy kind of drum, the boom boom boom. It's giving kind of heartbeat vibes immediately, but like it's got kind of a slight echo to it, or like just a far off distant feeling, like it's something in the background. But just the fact that it comes in occasionally with this boom 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 that hits you right in the chest immediately sets a tone. Also, that combined with Addie's voice, her voice is just immediately sends goosebumps all over.
I'll bite my tongue till it bleeds. I'll bite my tongue till it bleeds. Metallic tranquility. The pain gets buried beneath when I bite my tongue till it bleeds.
Okay. I love the fact that, and this is what I love about these reimagined versions of songs, like Falling in Reverse did a bunch of their songs reimagined, and it's such a cool version of the songs, because you're like, you expect, like, I imagine the original of this song is very kind of big guitars, boom boom, big energy all over the place. You would expect a cinematic or reimagined version of that to be stripped down and quieter, or not hit as hard. When they come in with the orchestration, when they bring full orchestra into it, it gets you just as pumped up as the full electric normal sound that a song like this would have. And that's the thing with the Falling in Reverse reimagined ones. They're very pop punk, emo-y kind of music originally, and then the vibe of the reimagined version is just so wildly different to the original, because it's just got an entirely different feel, and it's, again, so cinematic, but it's that kind of the orchestra and the piano and things like that that give it just an entirely different feel for the song.
I know the guilty chain you hide, kept your secrets deep inside. I internalized them, blame myself, and stepped in the line of fire. Sacrificed myself, the why you resent me every time. So when you point that finger, point it at the mirror. tongue till it bleeds. That's solid tranquility. The pain gets buried beneath, but I'll bite my tongue till it bleeds. Till it bleeds.
Again, that shift up where it comes in with the violins and everything, it's such a let's go and pump up kind of moment. But the thing I love about this is I feel like more than if I'd reacted to the original first, I feel like with this version, you get to really latch on to the lyrics. You get to really hear what the song is saying. And you don't always get that to the same extent when it's kind of a more upbeat version, or not upbeat version, but a louder, full-on classic rock style of the song. You don't get the lyrics to hit in the same way. And so yeah, this was an absolutely perfect song to do this kind of version of, because it is just so, I can imagine cinematic trailers being done to this. I can more imagine like the first thing that pops in my head is kind of an anime fan edit or an anime kind of trailer, but I could definitely see this being used in like a movie trailer as well, or an important cutscene in a movie, because it does have that huge kind of there's a certain like level of epicness to the style and the sound. And again, when you bring in those classical instruments, it just adds this kind of bigger emotional connection to the song for that moment.
I could destroy you with one line, and the world would take my side. But I never go that low like you seem to go every time. I'll just be here and fuck your pride. You're addicted to the fight. I went off this ride so I won't spend another night.
I love how Brad's voice, the man is talented. The man is so talented. The fact that he has that kind of high, I don't know if he went tenor, or if he went further than that with those notes, but those beautiful high notes that he can hit. But then at the same time, he can just slip into that distortion and that growl and just bring that kind of into it at the same time in certain parts. It's just, I don't know why, but in my head, when I picture those kind of distorted vocals or those growly vocals, I picture someone with a deeper voice doing them. And so the fact that he has the talent to be able to go from a high voice that matches Addie's so beautifully, and then bring it into, just dip down in certain parts to have this little bit more and gruffness into them, just adds so freaking much to the texture of the song, and just adds so much to the kind of emotional journey it takes you on.
I'll bite my tongue till it bleeds. My solid tranquility. The pain gets buried beneath. The road is high and it's steep. I'll wave like flags, keep the peace. Idiots guarded on trains. Faith and traps built that sea. But I'll bite my tongue till it bleeds. Pain, pain. I put you through this. Pain, pain. I put you through pain. I put you through this pain. I put you through.
Again, I just love Brad's voice. I always, like, I'm not gonna lie, it's been a hot minute since I reacted to some Halocene. I almost forget how much I love Brad's voice, because the fact that he can go into that kind of, he led into it with like the rock scream, and then he went the full screamo style of scream, and every stage of it, every style that he hit along the way, I love how his voice sounds with it. When I talk about that there are certain tones in like the kind of scream vocals that I really like, Brad is a perfect example of the kind of scream. Even that big last one where it was hyper aggressive and going for it, he sounds so good doing it. Absolute insane talent from both of them, but I just love Brad's voice.
I put you through
I freaking adore how perfectly their voices work together. Like, when they come in for those big moments, he's screaming, she's screaming, they're both going at it, absolutely belting in the biggest way. They sound so freaking good together. Like, it's a lot of groups, a lot of bands can have multi-talented people that, like, yeah, he's the guitarist but he also sings, the lead singer. You get what I'm saying? Having that, but then also having it be that you've found a voice for your band that meshes so perfectly with yours, and you two sound so good together. These two were destined to be freaking singing together. They sound absolutely amazing. And like I spoke before about Brad's screams, Addie's big belting high notes, those big, when she absolutely loses herself, she is insanely talented. Her voice is just freaking. I want to go so far back here because this whole big crescendo section, everything from the orchestration through to the two vocals battling against each other, but feeling like they work perfectly together, just hits so freaking right. Oh my God.
I know that you don't believe. No! I'll bite my tongue till it bleeds. Metallic tranquility. The pain gets buried beneath. The road is high and it's deep. I wave my flags, keep the peace. Aliens guarded of dreams. You place those traps at the sea. I'll bite my tongue till it bleeds.
Damn.
I'll bite my tongue till it bleeds.
Damn. I wasn't sure what direction that song was going to go in, being called Bite My Tongue. I guess I should have automatically thought of like bite your tongue, like hold back words. For some reason, my brain went in a more kind of I want you to bite my tongue kind of direction, like a saucy, sexy direction. Not where the song went at all. But I love that they chose this song to do this kind of reimagined cinematic version for, because again, it lets you sit with those lyrics in a way that you might not in the original. And on top of that, it's just such an epic song for it to be able to have that big orchestration and still do it in such a way where Brad can come in with those screams, Addie can come in with those big belts at the end, and it's built to such a crescendo. It's just freaking amazing. Their voices are both so incredibly good. I need so much more Halocene in front of me, you guys. They are going to be on next week's weekly poll, so please vote for Halocene because I need to hear so much more of them. They are absolutely incredible. Speaking of my weekly polls, well, actually, before we get into that, if you enjoy the reaction, jump in the link in the description, go to the original video and give it a like and a comment and subscribe to Halocene. Give them the love because they absolutely deserve it. And if you have love left over because love's free, give me some love too. Leave a like and a comment on this video and subscribe to this channel. It helps out the channel so much. I can't even begin to tell you. It helps with the evil algorithm and to get my stuff out there to more people. So if you're a supporter of the channel, make sure you like and subscribe because I can't put into words how much of a difference it makes. And if you want to support me even more than that, check me out over on Patreon. Over there, I do weekly polls for the reactions I do here on the channel. I also do weekly TV show reactions, a monthly movie reaction, a monthly live stream, and at the highest tier, you can get a guaranteed reaction right here on the channel, just like Helen did today. So check all that out over on my Patreon. I will see you all in the next reaction video. Have yourself a fantastic day, night, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time zone you're in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.